Hello, welcome to the final round of the Season 5 preseason for the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So, this is the final round of the preseason for the Season 5 preseason for Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So, this is going to be the last round where rosters can have up to 12 Amiibo. So, any roster with 11 Amiibo, 12 Amiibo, they will have to come down to 10 Amiibo between now and the regular season beginning next week. I think the ideal starting date for next week is going to be Monday. So let's see, Monday that is going to be, maybe Monday, not sure. I know Tuesday, Wednesday I can't do stuff, and Friday is when I start doing stuff, because next week is when I actually start like working, job. But let's see, let me look at my schedule. Yeah, it's like next Friday, next Saturday, next Sunday, definitely won't be able to do stuff. So if anything, the first week might be a bit of a slow week of Monday, Thursday, then probably be like a... Oh yeah, that's right, I got spring break coming up in the real world, so I can do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, this is going to be a very much workable schedule to deal with. Alright, but we'll talk about the actual regular season schedule. I'll make that during this weekend, all of that. But more likely, either Sunday night or Monday night will be the start of the regular season with round 1. But let's see, to kick off the final round of the preseason, we're going to go to Cloud Sea of Alrest, home stage of Natsuki Lovers. They host Your Worst Nightmare. Alright, so let's come in here, make sure that this controller's plugged in. So our schedule for tonight is going to be Your Worst Nightmare at the Natsuki Lovers, the Ditto Burritos at the Chaos Corp, Amiibo Engage at Green Bay, Mid-Class Nation at the Cinnabon Splitters. We're going to have Detroit at Ottawa, Toronto at Bastion, Carbon Show's team at JG Wentworth, the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts at Timezone Squad, Novas at Grand Army of the Republic, Buffalo at the Critical Crashers, and to finish off the preseason, Miami at the 456 Squadron. So, we did take a look at everyone's record so far in this preseason. We have two teams that currently hold 5-0 records. That's going to be the Ditto Burritos and the 456 Squadron. So that's going to be games number 2 and 11 for tonight. We'll talk about them when we get to there, but those are the two best teams so far in this preseason. Both teams using their starters more or less for the same part. So we'll see. Some teams here are using their starters, others are not. We do have word that the Timezone Squad is going to be playing their starters today against the Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts. So we will see the likes of Nokotan, Pancakes, Trident, Sidon, Crony. That's going to be their roster, maybe not in that order, but the Timezone Squad will be using their starters. So we will see Nokotan, we will see Crony, we will see Pancakes being played out for the Timezone Squad today. But alright, let's start by loading that roster for Your Worst Nightmare. Going to start with Nightmare, Sephiroth, Eden. So where is there? Let's find it. Nightmare, Sephiroth, Eden. Here we go. After that, let's see. MLO 456's Dark Pit. So let's find the Dark Pit real quick. Where is that? Alright. Gotta be a little bit until we actually get started. So for those of you who are here, hello, welcome. I'll do the ping for the final round of the preseason whenever we do get started with that final round. Probably, yap for a minute or two, stall so that people can actually join, live stream, all that. Not expecting too much viewership during the preseason. I don't think we've had a crazy amount of viewers. I think we're hovering around like 2-3 people watching it at a time with the preseason. I mean, I don't mind. It's the preseason. Once the regular season gets started, we'll probably have more people watching all that. But let's see. Nightmare, Steve, Zerby. Where is Zerby? We're gonna find Zerby somewhere over here. 4th Amiibo for Your Worst Nightmare. Your Worst Nightmare. They are not playing their starters through the entirety of the preseason, which means we will not see the likes of Shion, Rice, King Raru, Colonist, Chroma. Those Amiibo, they are on the bench. This team has 11 Amiibo on the roster, so they will need to cut somebody. TBD had a pretty solid preseason. He has not played in a couple of rounds, so it's most likely going to be one of the 5 Amiibo you see here, either being released or even traded to a different team. Let's see. But Crunchy's Ryu Bap gonna be the last Amiibo for Your Worst Nightmare, so one last opportunity for these Amiibo to prove themselves, make it onto the final roster for Your Worst Nightmare, as there are 10 slots and 11 Amiibo trying to make that space. As for their opponent, the Natsuki Lovers, let's take a look over at them real quick. They currently have 10 Amiibo on the roster, so they actually don't need to worry about cutting anyone. Exactly at 10, we're gonna get started. This team has mainly been using their starters so far. Natsuki lovers so far this preseason are 2 and 3, including that big comeback against the Novas. So let's find Mario Dudes, Almar, Fred. He's got to be up first as soon as I can find him. Fred, where are you? Here is Fred. Penguhr's Meta Knight Lore, going to be the second Amiibo for this team. More or less, we're going to see the same starting core for Natsuki lovers as we did back with Red Plus Blue. Obviously, Doomed Yuri, this is her second season with the team. Depression in that anchor slot, been doing pretty solid so far, especially with that 3 KO performance in the comeback. We'll talk a little more about that when the actual game does get into action. Where is Doomed Yuri? Try to find Doomed Yuri. Doomed Yuri. If I have a Doomed Yuri, where would it be? Ah, here we go, in the Doomed Yuri section. Oh wait, no, we need lore. My bad. Okay, now is not the time for Doomed Yuri. This is where Doomed Yuri is supposed to go. Okay, so lore. Lore is supposed to be in slot number 2. So let's find lore real quick. Yeah. Lore definitely has more importance than Doomed Yuri. Alright, slot number 4, we are going to see Duke Fizzle's Pokemon trainer Dumas. He's been with this team both seasons so far, since they began as Red Plus Blue. So let's find Dumas real quick. Where is Dumas? Here we go. Let's load in Dumas. Fifth and finally for the Natsuki lovers, we are going to see Soysauce's Lucas Depression, the first round rookie. So let's find that rookie real quick. Where is Depression? Here it is. I found Depression. Alright. Let me do that Discord ping before we do the proper introductions. All that say hi, hello, welcome. Let's see. I don't need to worry about my screen time right now. No, we're trying to be on the screen for 2 hours. Let's see. Come over here. Get the here, there. All right. Let me copy the link real quick. When the link is copied, we are going to come down. All right. Live now. No, live now, not live mo. Preseason finale for Season 5. So this is going to be the final round of the preseason. The live ping is on Discord, so we'll probably get some people joining all of that. But hello, welcome to the final round of the Squash Amiibo Draft League preseason. I'm your host, 1 AM. We have 11 matches for tonight, the last 11 for the Season 5 preseason, the longest preseason in Squash Amiibo Draft League history. I'm going to be very real with you guys. There is a very good chance we do not do 6 preseason games next season. We're probably going to go back to doing 4 preseason games again. Regular season, we'll probably stick with 18 regular season games, but just to cut a little bit of slack, just to get into actual action, all that, see everyone using all their full-time starters. But alright. Teams like Your Worst Nightmare, the Time Zone Squad, they've been using not their starters, trying to figure out who their bench could be, all that. So we'll actually start with Your Worst Nightmare here. They're going to be playing the Natsuki lovers. We have Eden, Lucifer, Joseph Zill, Zerby, and Bap. These Amiibo, there's 11 Amiibo on Your Worst Nightmare, so one of these will most likely be cut, either that or the Piranha Plant. Maybe we see somebody get traded too. On the other side, Natsuki lovers, we have Fred, Lore, Doomed Yuri, Dumas, and Depression. But with that said, the final round of the Season 5 preseason for the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League starts now. Alright, and as you can see, we do have the same leadoffs as the previous matches for this team. So Eden versus Fred will be your leadoffs to begin the end of the preseason. And this Alrest is going to be dealing damage first to the Sephiroth. Going to be 25 to 8, 25 to 18. We said the snap miss. Going to be, let's see. We see up special 25 to 26. We're to see Sephiroth going for Fireball. Gets blocked by the red Pikmin, and the red Pikmin's actually dealing damage onto Sephiroth. 59 to 37 right now. It's the red Pikmin no longer available. We see just going to be blue Pikmin. Blue Pikmin dealing damage onto the Sephiroth. We're almost there towards that wing. Instead, it's going to be up tilt, and now the wing is available for Eden. So it's 85 to 37, 86, 110, 112 to 37. As we see snap, they're all missing. We see down air missing. Up tilt out of that parry. 120 to 50 now after the down air. We see forward tilt, making this 120 to 65. There's 2 purple Pikmin available for Fred, by the way, so let's see if he can make good use out of them. It's 126-73. Fred back to the stage, but he air dodges over the ledge, letting himself get grabbed, and that's a forward tilt. Eden able to get the leadoff win against the Alf, so it's going to be 127, 138 to 1.2 now, as Lore coming out right now for the Natsuki lovers. Neutral air will get ready to Sephiroth, and now we're going to see the Dark Pit coming out. It's going to be 0 to 20 right now. Up throw into back air, waiting a delayed back air, putting this Meta Knight at 62%. Interesting decision for the Dark Pit, but it does work out. 2 to 78, as that you see forward air in the Dark Pit, making good use of that Meta Knight, getting rid of him easily. So the Natsuki lovers down a whole stock. Doom Yuri's going to come out right now, already putting 47 onto Lucifer. It's going to be side B, barely missing the Dark Pit. We're going to see off smash right here, 62, 75 to 0 after the up air. Do we see a second? No, we see a neutral special. Doom Yuri remains unharmed as up B misses. Neutral air going to be 102 to 0 right now, as we see up smash missing. Now this one is going to land. So Doom Yuri able to close the gap. But now we have Joseph Zill against Doom Yuri. It's going to be 0, jab, 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 15 each right now. Side B after the jab, jab, jab. It's 36 to 15, but that was a good down out right there from the Ganondorf, even if it was on stage. But forward smash, Joseph Zill. He is going to fall into the side B, and then he is going to fall. Actually, he makes it back onto the stage. I wonder if the side B might have saved that Ganondorf had he had the distance or not, but Joseph Zill at 125% against Doom Yuri. We see jab, jab, jab right here, and Joseph Zill this time, he should be able to come back. No! The down smash! That's 2 KOs for Doom Yuri in this game for the Natsuki lovers. It's going to be 0 to 85, but now the Mithra, she falls short against Zerby. It's 2 versus 2. So it's going to be 2 versus 2, 0%. Actually, down tilt, up tilt, up tilt. We get a little bit of combo right there. Dumas at 55% already. It's going to be 37, 56, 55. As Ivysaur is dealing damage back onto the Zerby, but that was a missed out smash right there. Charizard comes out right now for the Pokemon trainer. 56 to 84. Flare Blitz, that's going to have the Charizard hit himself on the ledge, as, oh no, he goes over. He should be able to come back, but that's going to give Zerby the opportunity to mine. He has Iron Tools now, 56 to 118. Both Amiibo back onto the stage, up tilt, forward tilt, Charizard. That's Gold Tools now available for Zerby, 56 to 153. That's going to be down tilt. Now we see the minecart. Charizard still alive for now, 168, and that's going to connect with Zerby to Flare Blitz, 83 to 180. There's a good chance that Zerby could possibly get himself some Diamond Tools. Let's see if he mines right here. He does not mine against Depression, as Depression has a 1 versus 2 for the Natsuki lovers. 105 to 0 right now, as he's going to go high, and it goes unpunished. That could have been a PK Thunder right there from Depression, but he opts not to use it. Interesting decision from the rookie. Wondering if that's just a rookie mistake from this young Amiibo. 118 to 77 right now, as Zerby, he has the Diamond Tools now. Will he craft those Diamond Tools? He will. So it's going to be 130 to 77 against a Steve, an Enderman that has the Diamond Tools. 146 to 77. We see a minecart, Depression off stage at 93. Both Amiibo coming back onto the stage. 146 to 98. And Zerby is still trying to mine for some resources. Minecart is going to have Depression off stage. Should be able to come back to the stage. He goes high. Off smash will miss from Zerby. And we see a PK Thunder. It's going to chase Zerby, but not quite enough. Here comes a throw. Forward throw. Depression off stage, and Zerby trying to do a little bit of mining, try to block that ledge, but it ultimately does not work. 156 to 129. And oh, the minecart, Depression, footstool, and there's a bomb, and he is going to fall forward air. Zerby with that forward air is going to win this for Your Worst Nightmare. That might have secured him a roster spot right there, as Your Worst Nightmare defeats the Natsuki lovers 5 to 3. Alright. That was a 3 KO performance from this Zerby. Yeah, that's definitely going to clinch him a spot into the regular season roster. Heck, there's a good chance he might be a rotational starter for Your Worst Nightmare. But a 3 KO performance from Zerby to close things out for Your Worst Nightmare. We'll see if he starts in week 1. Your Worst Nightmare in the first round of the regular season, they're going to host the Ditto Burritos. But alright, before I get this screenshot right here, going to go to the home menu. Yeah, sorry, I gotta do a little segment thing so I know which round is which round. Now we press the home button, and now we get that screenshot. Alright, but a 3 KO performance from Zerby. We see 2 KOs from Doom Yuri. We see Eden, Lucifer, Lore getting KOs. But that's gonna be it. A big win for Your Worst Nightmare here, as they want to make it into the... Sorry, they went to the championship game, but they lost. So they want to make it to actually get a championship this time. Can they make it back? We'll see, we'll see. but 3 KOs from Zerby. We'll see what Your Worst Nightmare does to cut an Amiibo. They have 11 Amiibo on the roster right now. I assume most of the regular starters are going to be sticking around, so they're going to have to make the decision between Eden, Lucifer, Joseph Zill, Zerby, Bap, and TBD. One of those 6 Amiibo will have to be released from the roster or traded. So we'll see what happens with Your Worst Nightmare. We'll have that full roster decision next week whenever the regular season does begin. As for the Natsuki lovers, I need to make sure I don't call them Red Plus Blue because that's the old name. But the Natsuki lovers, we'll see what they do. They have 10 Amiibo on the roster. Maybe they do a little bit of shuffling around, replace somebody on the bench, but we'll see how this team does. They can obviously do better than their 2-14 record from last season. So the only way to go for this team is up. But all right, when we come back, we are going to see the Ditto Burritos versus the Chaos Corp. Can the Ditto Burritos go 6-0 in the preseason? Find out when we come back from this break. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be your second match of the night as we are going to have the Ditto Burritos versus the Chaos Corp. So, these are two of the teams with some of the best records in the preseason so far. The Ditto Burritos, they are 5-0. The Chaos Corp, they are 4-1 so far in this preseason. The Ditto Burritos are trying to become one of 2 teams this preseason to have a 6-0 record. So we'll see what happens here. The Ditto Burritos, they have Ditto, Did I Do, John Pickman, Memories, and Blair versus the Chaos Corp with Knapsack, Brawl Trip, Piratize, Hero Sword, and Nachos. Let's begin. Alright. Up, left, right, down, A. Press that button one more time. Your leadoffs are Ditto versus Knapsack. And the first damage will be dealt by Knapsack here. It's going to be 27 to 18 right now, 27 to 34. So we see the up throw into back air for the Olimar. It's go on stage, and that's going to be a down air. Ditto able to come back onto the stage because he had to jump. Going to be 56 to 51 right now. But now we see Knapsack off stage. Yellow Pikmin going to deal some chip damage onto Ditto though. 64 to 61. 87 to 61 as we see the side B. It's going to be the blue Pikmin getting some damage onto Ditto. 93 to 70 right now. But this up smash right here going to make it 97 to 84. Sorry, 93 to 84. We're going to see forward smash 110 to 84. And that's a downer right there. But this should not be enough to get rid of Ditto. He comes back to the stage. 119 to 95. It's going to be Olimar plugging some Pikmin. It's currently yellow, blue, red. Downer right there. It gets teched, so Ditto is still alive. And we see down smash out of the parry. 129 to 110. Down smash right here, 143 to 110, and we see another down air. That's the weak one, but Ditto is gonna fall short. Did I Do is gonna come out right now for the Ditto Burritos. It's gonna be 0 to 110, forward smash, revenge KO from the Banjo-Kazooie. Now Brawl Trip, one of the rookies so far in this league. He's been pretty exciting this preseason for the Chaos Corp. 34 to 0 right now as we see just the Banjo. He went for jab jab, but not the jab jab jab. Interesting move right there. 59 to 11, 66 to 14 as Brawl Trip tried going off stage right there. We're going to see the Banjo come back onto the stage too. It's going to be forward smash right there. Able to predict a landing. It's 86 to 18. We see up throw into up air. Do we see up air again? No. Down air interrupting juggle and a forward smash. Brawl Trip getting the KO as John Pikmin comes out for the Ditto Burritos. And Brawl Trip is only at 56% right now. And we see John Pikmin off stage. 9 to 56. Down air, forward smash getting shooted, another forward smash getting shooted, all three missed. That one is going to land though. Inside B, going to get some chip damage on the Brawl Trip. It's 15 to 93 after the up air. We see neutral B, going to be 25 to 93. Down smash, 37 to 93. We're going to see down smash again, but that's the white Pikmin getting some chip damage. And a forward smash right there. John Pikmin has a KO in this game, as now Pyritize is coming out for the Chaos Corp. 63 to 0 right now. As up next, we're going to see the side B. Going to make this 79 to 0. We see the Pirate going for an aerial right there, chasing the Olimar down, but ultimately not doing anything. Interesting move as John Pikmin after the side B is at 109. Mithra out for Pyritize now. It's going to be off special. John Pikmin at 126. We're going to see just the forward throw right here, 126 to 29 as Mithra able to get a little bit upbeat damage, and now a back throw. John Pikmin at 153, Pyra back out. We see the upbeat, and that will land and KO the Chaos Corp. Currently leads this game 3 to 2 as Memories out for the Ditto Burritos. 25 to 29. We're going to see up tilt, up tilt. We're going to see up tilt from the Pyra now. That one's not going to land though. 25 to 44. Side B getting shielded. That's Minecart, and Pyritize got caught into an up smash. 25 to 68 as Pyritize back to the Mithra. Forward smash. She's going to try to go off stage. Comes back onto the stage. Both Amiibo. 40 to 83. Memories does not have enough iron to craft the tools quite yet. It's going to be 54 to 98 as we see blocks being placed. Going to be 54 to 98 still as we see up next. Up tilt, nope, down tilt out of parry. And now we see a little bit of iron. Stone tools though going for his Alex. 54 to 110. Up tilt, back air. Pyritize will survive. Memories will make the stone tools. Sorry, iron tools, my apologies. It's going to be 65 to 136 right now though as we see up tilt. Do we see up air juggling? Instead, we're going to see up B. That's going to catch the Alex. 88 to 136. And back air right there. Pyritize will be KO'd after being launched to the other side. Hero Sword making his preseason debut for the Chaos Corp. It's 101 to 0 right now. 2 versus 2 scenario, but Memories is critically damaged. 101. Parry right there. Forward smash out of that parry. It's 101 to 42 as now we see side B. Memories trying to come back on stage, and that's a downer right there from Hero Sword. This is going to be a 1 versus 2 for Bled of the Ditto Burritos if they want to go 6-0 in this preseason. 37 to 64 as we see the Lylat getting some decent damage. Side B going to make this 37 to 81. Do we see forward tilt? Hero Swords do off stage. He will come back on. He goes straight to the ledge. It's going to be 37 to 95. Back air makes it 55 to 95. Down tilt into Fireball getting deflected. 63 to 107. Up tilt. Hero Sword at 120. Side B. Weak side B though. And a forward smash. This is going to come down to the last Amiibo. It is 78 to 0 right now as Nachos is the last Amiibo for the Chaos Corp. So 95 to 0 right now. Blade comes back onto the stage just now. And we see forward smash. It was the weak hit of that forward smash. A strong hit would have been able to seal things right there for the Chaos Corp. Instead, it's going to be 123 to 11. And Nachos with the forward air off stage. The Chaos Corp is going to defeat the Ditto Burritos 5-4. Not bad for both of these teams. This game was beautiful, back and forth action. You can't have it any other way, especially with both of these teams finishing the preseason 5-1. Alright, even though they lost this last match here, the Ditto Burritos, for losing Tilted and even for not playing all of their starters. Pretty strong preseason, because keep in mind, Leeya is a member of this team. Leeya did not play at all in this preseason. We're probably going to see Leeya whenever the regular season does begin. Piglet also on the bench, good rotational starter, but did I do? John Pickman, memories, bleh. They've been putting up good work this preseason, going 5-1 with Ditto remaining the leadoff. As for the Chaos Corp, this is going to be their third season entering the league. They want to make it into the playoffs for the first time. We'll see if they can do that, if they can win games with this roster. Knapsack, pretty strong leadoff. Brawl Trip and Pyrotize looking to be interesting rookies. We got Hero Sword, we got Nachos, and keep in mind, this team could be a team that uses a big rotation. There's Vespertine, there's Nemesis, Nightmare Sword, and even Malpractic they can play with. Same goes with Funshine. In fact, how many Amiibo does Chaos Corp have? 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, Chaos Corp is at 10 Amiibo for the team, so they don't need to worry about making any cuts. How about the Ditto Burritos? 1, 2, 3, 4. The Ditto Burritos do have 11 Amiibo on the roster, so we will see one of 11 Amiibo being cut from the team. We'll see who that cut is going to be from the Ditto Burritos, but that cut will have to be made between now and next week. Let's get that screenshot real quick, and when we come back from this break, we are going to see Amiibo Engage versus Green Bay.
Squad strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the next game over here, as we are going to see Amiibo Engage versus Green Bay. So, Amiibo Engage. We are not going to see Doodle Bob at all this preseason, so Doodle Bob going to remain on the bench. We also won't see the likes of Psylocke, Klein, Zelkop, or Jacob in this game. But let's see. The starting roster for this will be Walmart, Happy Link, Dr. Crockpot, Right Wing, and Mercury. As for Green Bay, it's going to be the same roster we've seen all preseason of a Corno, Quadruple X, Hola Amigo, Young Thug, and Chuck E. Cheese. Let's get started. Alright, up, left, right, down, A. Leadoff is a question for Amiibo Engage. They did use Jacob last year, but Jacob wasn't really serviceable, so Amiibo Engage might be trying to upgrade in that position. Maybe we see a rotation in the leadoff between maybe Walmart, Happy Link, Jacob, depending on the situation. Maybe Right Wing gets some opportunities too, even though Right Wing's mainly in the middle of the pack. But alright, Walmart versus a Corno are your leadoffs. Alright, and the first damage is going to be dealt by Walmart, so it's going to be 15 to 35 right now. It's going to be offstage. Walmart trying to get back on. It's going to be remaining at 15 to 35. We see Walmart try to go for that downer right there. Not sure if that would have been able to KO quite yet with the tipper, but still, a Corno at 65. Now that's a forward smash, putting Walmart at 45. So 45 to 65 right now. 57 to 65 as we see Walmart. It's going to be in the Poison Cloud, getting hit by the up smash. 95 to 65 after that, into the neutral air. 106 to 65. Up next is going to be just, we see forward smash getting parried. Walmart with a tilt instead of a smash attack. Weird decision. But off stage, it's going to be 118 to 86. Walmart had to go high right there in the recovery, but was able to get away with it because a Corno was also recovering too. 137 to 86 after the grab. It's going to be forward air, and Walmart will survive for now, and he comes back onto the stage. Down B misses from the Piranha Plant. 151 to 93. That up throw was on the KO though, as a Corno gets a leadoff win in this final preseason game. Going to be 0 to 93 right now. 12, 25 to 95. 40 to 95 as Happy Link already taking some decent damage against this Piranha Plant. We see the neutral air. We're going to see side B, not quite anything yet. It does stop the bomb in its tracks though. 48 to 111. We're going to see just up next, going to be just back air not landing, 48 to 121, and Happy Link going deep off stage, able to get rid of a Corno right there. It is 4 versus 4, as now we have Toon Link versus Adult Link, the real one. 71 to 10 right now, 71 to 28, 37, as you see down smash from Quadruple X, 91 to 37. This up smash will not get rid of Happy Link quite yet. Happy Link still alive, only taking 2 hits of that 3 from there. It's gonna be 105 to 46. We see forward smash getting parried, down smash, Happy Link off stage, Quadruple X just gonna wait for Happy Link to come back on. He hits himself with his own bomb though. 121 to 60, and we see forward smash of Happy Link. Does he go off stage? He will stay on the stage as it's 121 to 76. Forward tilt into forward smash, 121 to 100, and that bomb barely missed Quadruple X. That would have been a fun outcome right there. 125 to 113. Can Happy Link get a second KO in this game? He will. So that's 2 KOs for 1AM's Toon Link. Gonna be 132 to 8 right now. Happy Link could be a very strong preseason pickup for Amiibo Engage, by the way. Wasn't signed until after preseason round 2 of this season. He spent all of last season waiting to be a free agent. He finally gets KO'd here against Hola Amigo, as it's now 3 versus 3. Dr. Crockpot's coming out for Amiibo Engage. Hola Amigo is expected to be a pretty decent rookie for Green Bay. They've been, let's see, this is their 4th season in existence, and they've never been to the playoffs, so we'll see if they can make it to the playoffs in that season number 4 for this team. 10 to 101 right now. We're going to wait for these to come back on. I believe Green Bay is now the longest tenured team that has not made it to the playoffs since the Ceiling fans folded. So Green Bay, they're the ones that's going to have that pressure now, as Hola Amigo back throw survives it against Dr. Crockpot. Now we see forward smash missing, but Alan Pair right here, forward throw. Still not able to KO Hola Amigo, who is still alive at 168. It's going to be down smash out of parry, and Dr. Crockpot only taking 18% against the Meta Knight, able to give Amiibo Engage a decent lead in this game. Dr. Crockpot, he was in the All-Star game last season. Going to be 59 to 28 right now, as we see just going to be forward smash. Young Thug getting some significant damage against Dr. Crockpot, 88 to 28. We see the Dr. Mario try to fish for that down right there, 98 to 35. Offstage shenanigans, both Amiibo on stage, 129 to 35. we're going to see the neutral air, 133 to 43. It's going to be off smash right here. That will get rid of Dr. Crockpot. Right wing coming out right now for Amiibo Engage. Forward throw, off stage, no, doesn't do anything off stage. Off stage shenanigans again, going to be 4 to 51. Both Amiibo back on stage. We see right wing opting to stay on stage this time. 15 to 63. Down throw, off smash not going to land. Going to be 20 to 69. As we see, that was a shielded jab, jab, jab that Roy had shielded from the Youngling. It's going to be off smash now for the Youngling. 36 to 86 as we see back throw. 39 to 92. Off air going to make it 39 to 103. We're going to see bomb and forward smash. Right wing off stage at 73. Comes back on, getting some tip downs onto Young Thug. We're going to see going to be a back throw out of that parry from right wing. 73 to 120. Back throw again. Do we see off stage? We see footstool. Right wing does able to survive that footstool though. It was above the stage. 73 to 137. Off smash getting shielded right there. We see just this Young Link interrupting some moves. There's a jab, jab, jab right there. 98 to 137. Forward smash attempt from Destroy getting blocked, but forward tilt that will result in the KO for right wing. Chuck E. Cheese has a 1 versus 2 scenario for Green Bay in this final preseason game. It's 125 to 0 right now. And oh, that's going to KO right wing right there. So it's going to come down to the last Amiibo. Mercury versus Chuck E. Cheese. Mercury, the rookie acquisition for Amiibo Engage. She is one of 3 rookies this team selected, I believe. Going to be 24 to 69 as we see side B, 24 to 91. What do we see up next from Mercury? It's going to be down smash. Nope, not quite yet. 37 to 91. That's going to be a Goro making it 52 to 91. We see out of parry, it's going to be down tilt into neutral air. Chuck E. Cheese at 112. Down tilt will miss right there though. 62, 77 to 112. But the forward smash right here is going to KO and Amiibo Engage. They will win this game 5 to 4. Alright, so that's going to be it for Amiibo Engage in Green Bay so far this preseason. 5-4 victory for Amiibo Engage. They made it to the playoffs last season. We'll see what they can do off of this momentum coming into this season. I believe Amiibo Engage finishes the preseason 3-3. Green Bay is going to finish 2-4. So we'll see. A corner with that leadoff win though. I'm not sure the leadoff is the best spot for a corner. I think if she wants to get back to her season 1, season 2 form, she needs to be in a non-leadoff slot, most likely slot 2, 3, or 4. Maybe we see the Link, the Young Link, or even Meta Knight, maybe another Amiibo on this team. Keep in mind, one of the biggest producers for this team, the Mario, is no longer on this team. Green Bay received a compensatory pick, but ultimately decided not to use it. MacBook and Pink Furby are still on this roster, by the way, so we'll see whether or not they do want to use one of those, or even a Mii Sword Fighter by the name of Bud Knight. We did not see him play in this preseason, but Green Bay, there are a bunch of tools they could play with if they want to use that. As for Amiibo Engage, this more or less might be some of their starting roster. We might see Doodlebob replacing one of these Amiibo here. Maybe we see Happy Link or Right Wing being promoted to lead off, Doodlebob being added to that middle. We'll see, but Amiibo Engage, can they make it to the playoffs in back-to-back seasons? We'll find out when regular season begins, but as for now, when we come back from the small break, we're going to have Mid-Class Nation versus the Cinnabon Splitters.
Squad strike. Ivan. Meta Knight. Hero.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the fourth match of the night as we have Mid-Class Nation versus the Cinnabon Splitters. So, going to be the same roster orders all preseason for both of these teams. We have Scorpion, Spooky, Valerios, Urshifu, and Headstrong versus Mr. Ninja, Cloud Jr., Amazon Lily, Sailor Moon, and Wet Stick. The Cinnabon Splitters are coming off a big blowout win against the Time Zone Squad last round of the preseason, but we'll see how both teams do in the preseason finale. Alright, up, left, right, down, A. Press those buttons one more time. Your leadoffs are Scorpion versus Mr. Ninja. And the first damage will be dealt by Mr. Ninja, gonna be 31-0 right now, but up B out of parry forward to Simon. It's gonna be 41-17. Forward tilt, gonna make this 50 forward, 58-17. Down smash out of parry for Scorpion, but down B from Mr. Ninja, 73-32. Up smash, it's 86-32. This Simon, by the way, had a 0 death in the previous round, so we'll see what if he can win this lead off here. 113-32, as he is struggling against this Meat Sword fighter. Gonna be 113-45 as we see Mr. Ninja off stage, and she will come back onto the stage. 113-59. Gonna be down smash here, and that will get rid of Scorpion. So Spooky coming out right now for Mid-Class Nation. 0-59, 7-59. That's up next. Gonna be just the dash attack into side B. It's gonna miss, and Meta Knight. Oh no! So Spooky self-destructs for the Mid-Class Nation. Valerios is gonna come out right now. That's the second time that Amiibo has self-destructed against Mr. Ninja, so that's the second time Mr. Ninja gets a KO because of the self-destruct. We saw that with Ikawa's Pokemon trainer in the previous round, Yo Side B from the Time Zone Squad. That's how this game was able to be split wide open against the Time Zone Squad, so let's see what happens here with the Cinnabon Splitters. Down throw, up air, Valerios already at 63. It's 63-121 as it's going to be up tilt, up air, Valerios at 88. Can Mr. Ninja get back-to-back 3-kill performances? 88-135. Mr. Ninja back onto the stage. This is exactly the type of leadoff the Cinnabon Splitters were expecting, by the way, when they brought him over from the Swarm. 95-135. Forward tilt, Mr. Ninja off stage at 143. We're gonna wait for him to come, and it's gonna be forward tilt. No, just forward smash here, and that's gonna be 3 KOs in back-to-back games for Mr. Ninja. Urshifu coming out right now for Mid-Class Nation, still trying to handle this Meat Sword fighter. They finally get rid of him, but now it's a 4 versus 2 situation. Cloud Jr. coming out for the Cinnabon Splitters. Can they have back-to-back 5-1 games here in this preseason? Gonna be 68-0 right now, 68-15 as Cloud Jr. takes his first bit of damage from that forward air. First side B will be used by the Banjo to go above the Cloud. 80-28, and Cloud Jr. Oh, now he will have that limit break. Let's see what he uses it on. It's gonna be neutral B. It will hit, and it will not KO quite yet. Gonna be 142-41, but we're seeing a Banjo trying to come back on, and it's gonna be down tilt because he went high. Neutral B from the Cloud, not gonna land. 151-59. Cloud Jr. He is gonna fall short. He got hit by that down tilt, and that's gonna be 2 KOs from Urshifu now. Gonna be 163-0 right now. You want to get as much damage as you can onto Amazon Lily. Never mind, it's a 1 versus 3 scenario for Headstrong. So Headstrong is a second round rookie by the Mid-Class Nation. We will not see the #1 overall pick in the Season 5 preseason. So the #1 pick, Dr. Snip, has yet to make any appearance in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. It's going to be 26-95, 37-114. We're going to see 45-114 as up next. We're going to see off smash not going to land. Forward smash going to make this 45-133. Can Headstrong get a KO here at least in this game? He comes back onto the stage with all 3 Pikmin. 58-133. Gonna be forward smash getting parried. 75-133. Mithra missing the up smash. We see down tilt. We see down smash now. 92-133 as Amazon Lily is back to Pyra. Down tilt. We see up air, and that will not be the KO quite yet. It's gonna be 113-128-133. Headstrong is still alive for now, but things are looking more dire and dire by the second. 131 to 143. Offstage shenanigans. Mid throw back onto the stage. We're going to see just a back throw here. 143 each. 143 to 152. We're going to see up next. Going to be side B. It's going to be a back throw. 143 to 171. As up next is going to be the next hit. We'll see what the next hit is going to be. It's going to be down tilt, up air, headstrong, still alive at 153 for now, but he needs to get a KO here against, he will get the KO against Amazon Lily. Sailor Moon, immediate forward smash. The Cinnabon Splitters win this game 5-3. Alright. So the Cinnabon Splitters are going to finish their preseason with a 4-2 record. With back-to-back big wins right here. Partial blowout. We saw that 3 KO performance again from Mr. Ninja. So 3 KOs against the Time Zone Squad, 3 KOs against Mid-Class Nation. Even if one of those 3 KOs were self-destructs, he still had to work for those other 2. Alright. As for Mid-Class Nation, they finished the preseason with a 2-4 record. We'll see how the expansion franchise does once the regular season does begin. They have 7 Amiibo on the roster, so we'll see if they want to shuffle things, maybe add some additions that get released on the stacked rosters. The Cinnabon Splitters, as for their roster, they have 11 Amiibo on their team, so they will need to release somebody. We'll see who that released Amiibo is and if they do fall to some other team. But that's going to be drama for the off-season. Sorry, not the off-season, but between now and next week whenever the regular season does begin. Of course, we'll give you some roster updates, all that. Maybe you see a surprise signing. We'll tell you what happens. We'll tell you what those rosters are on Monday whenever the season does begin. Sunday, Monday, not sure what day yet. But 3 more KOs as the lead off for Mr. Ninja. We don't have a preseason MVP. No, there is no MVP award for the preseason. Well, I'm not sure who would qualify. I'm pretty sure whoever wins that award, whatever, would probably have like at least 10 KOs. But Cinnabon Splitters, pretty strong start to this preseason. We'll see how they do in the regular season in their sophomore season. But alright. When we come back from this break, we are going to see Detroit versus Ottawa.
Squad strike. Sword fight. DDD. Sephiroth. Corona Blast.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Our 5th match of the night is going to be Detroit versus Ottawa. So, Detroit, they currently have a 2-3 record so far this preseason, despite the fact they're using a bunch of their starters, and they have Failnaught to replace the absence of Farmed. Not sure it might be the leadoff or the ordering just being a little bit off. We'll see. It's only the preseason though, so Detroit can easily shake this off if they want to go on a quest to make their first finals appearance. They lost in the Eastern Conference Finals last season, so we'll see what they do. As for Ottawa, 2-3 right now in this preseason. If they can finish 3-3, that could show some pretty good signs of this team growing, developing, all that. We're to see Herobrine, Bloodflame, Failnaught coming at ya, and Dandori for Detroit. And for Ottawa, it's Taste, Sauron, Papaya, Seraphim, and Mythos. Let me get rid of the brain rot on the screen, and let's get started. Alright. Up, left, right, down, A. Press that button one more time. Your leadoffs are Herobrine versus Taste. Alright, so it's going to be Herobrine dealing the first damage right here. 0 to 29, 12 to 29. It's going to be side B missing. We see down special, but down smash from Taste, and he goes off stage. No, gets hit by the up air on the way back. 31, 47, 47 to 65. We see Taste back onto the stage. Going to be tilt colliding, 4 tilt out of parry, 62 to 78. Taste should be able to come back onto the stage. He gets hit by another down special the opposite direction, 62 to 108. Down smash going back right, out of parry here. We see up throw. We're going to see up next, just going to be dash attack, 97 to 108. Up tilt was attempted, gets interrupted by forward tilt, and now we see dash attack again from Taste, 114 to 122. Down special, Herobrine able to get the leadoff win against Taste. So now Sauron coming out for Ottawa. It's going to be 114 KO. So it's 4 Amiibo each right now. Bloodflame versus Sauron. So Bloodflame already putting 39% onto Sauron so far, switching to the Mithra, 20. Pyra's back out for Bloodflame, gonna be 20 to 39, as we see just spacing, a little bit distancing, 29 to 39. Bloodflame back into the stage after that forward tilt. Jab, jab, jab. Interrupted what would have been a forward smash. No, up smash for the Sephiroth. Up smash now from Pyra. It's going to be forward smash getting interrupted right there. That would have been huge for Bloodflame. She missed a down smash. 51 to 69. Side B, but that's going to be 3 fireballs on Bloodflame. We'll see when they explode. They do land on her, and that's going to be explosion missing. But no! Up smash. Bloodflame at 106. Sauron has the wing, by the way. 109 to 98. Bloodflame is the Mithra. Back to Pyra. We're going to see forward smash getting parried into up B from the Sephiroth. 121 to 98. We're going to see up next, up smash again, Bloodflame still alive at 139, but up air from Bloodflame, she's able to get KO, and now it's going to be 139 to 17. Down smash though, Papaya getting that KO. This game has been back and forth so far. Failnaught going to be out for Detroit now, going to be 20, 29, 45 to 17. We see Spike Ball already 72 for Eon 2's Byleth. Spent the last 4 seasons with Dynamic Divorce, Team Forward because of off-season sanctions, gonna be 78 to 75, as now we see both Amiibo close to even percent, gonna be 78 to 101, as that would have been a force match right there from Papaya. Instead, it's gonna be neutral B, point blank getting parried, 85. We see down throw, down B, it's gonna be 85. We see 85 to 144. That was an up B into down air. I did not think Failnaught was gonna get away with it. I was like, what is he doing? Why was he going for a point blank Failnaught? I mean, that's literally his name, Failnaught, but still, that was a bit out of character for Failnaught right there in this game. So it's going to be 103 to 156 right now, as we see the Amiibo, obviously spaced on other sides. We're going to see Failnaught, side B, but taking big poison damage right there, 120 to 170. We're going to see up air, that will get rid of Papaya. This game continues to be back and forth, as Seraphim coming off stage. Most of the action Seraphim has had in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League were the first 2 seasons back when he was with the Novas as a rotational starter, 143 to 13. It's going to be down throw, no forward air, but instead jab, 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 145 to 31. We see side B not landing. Up smash from Seraphim, able to KO, coming at ya, is coming out for Detroit. Going to be up smash, a charged up smash. Seraphim at 6-7. So we're going to see already some big damage. 6-7 Seraphim putting 45 on the counter match ya. 45 to 97 after the damage back from the King Deity. Forward smash. 58 to 97. We see back air. That's going to get rid of Seraphim. So Mythos has a 1 versus 2 scenario for Ottawa. Going to be 58 to 10. 74 to 10. It's going to be, we see forward tilt, Mythos off stage, down tilt does not land from the DD. Up next, going to be down tilt again, forward air, going to make this 85. Side B was attempted from Mythos just there, slightly backfires in the minute, I think did get consumed. 85 to 63. We see the hero with a fireball, 108 to 63, and this side B will land and it will KO. But Mythos, he needs to watch out because he only has 13 mana. That is not enough for a full up B. Now he has enough after the jab, jab, jab. But Dandori coming out for Detroit now, 12 to 79. Forward smash gonna make this 12 to 99. Up next for Dandori, forward smash again, and down air. Mythos should be able to barely come back onto the stage. He does, but he only has 4 mana, so he needs to stay on the stage for a little while, but it does not matter. Up smash, KO. Detroit wins this game 5 to 4. Alright. So 5-4 victory for Detroit to close out their preseason. They will finish 3-3. Ottawa will finish 2-4. This game, as I suspected, was beautiful back and forth action. Alright. Get that screenshot real quick. That was game number 5. We'll do the water break after the next game. Yeah, water break will be after the next game. So yeah, one more game, then we'll go on a water break, then we'll do the other 5. So coming up next, Toronto versus Boston, then a water break.
Squad strike. Rosalina and Roma. Pyro. Thomas. Sephiroth. TDD. Mario.
Whoops, looks like I missed a roster selection for Toronto. They wanted Nezuko instead of Snaketail. So we're going to see Rap JM's Zelda Nezuko, the Season 1 MVP, playing for this team. So let me get that on there, update the spreadsheet. So Nezuko has not been getting that much playtime for Toronto the last 2 seasons since joining. We'll see if she gets more playtime here. Oh, actually, that's right. I need to actually scan over here on this side. So it's going to be Nezuko instead of Snaketails over here on the other side of things. Let's see. It's Crunchy's Link Phipps going to be the last video for Bastion. So let's bring in Phipps. Let's see, where is Phipps? I don't think I put the Zelda in the previous match, Luckman. I don't think I put the Zelda in the previous match. I just realized I was supposed to be for round 5. My apologies, my apologies. Alright, but Crunchy's Link Phipps is going to be the last move for the Boston Brawlers. Let me make that change real quick. Let's see. And just for documentation purposes real quick, let me also update on the league spreadsheet too. Because there is a spreadsheet. I know it's the preseason though, that it's exhibition, but yeah. That's where I gotta fix any mistakes I make too, because I know it's the preseason, but still, you gotta treat it like it's the championship game. Don't ask what happened in the Season 1 semifinals with Detroit, though. Alright, right. Let me just get everything. Where is this? Alright. Sort alphabetically, Alright, right. Welcome back to the Squad Dragon Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the 6th game of the night. We have Toronto versus Boston. So, we're going to see a slightly different order as the Season 1 MVP Nezuko. She is going to be making her first appearance this preseason for Toronto. It's going to be Sigurd, Ω, Nezuko, Kayleen, and Varam versus Boston's Vin Diesel, Agent P, Sniffberg, Conezone, and Phipps. These 2 teams are expected to have strong seasons this year, so we'll see what happens. Maybe these 2 teams end up in the playoffs. Let's see. Toronto, I believe, is in... Which division is Toronto in again? They are in the... No, Toronto's in the Central Division, I believe, this year. Right? Yeah, Toronto's in the Central Division. Boston is in the East Division this year, so they're not expected to play each other, I don't believe. Let me check. I know there's a few preseason matches that do overlap, so let's see. Let me come over here real quick. Boston, let's see, Carbon Show Team, Boston, Miami, Boston, let's see, where's that Boston button real quick? Boston, Leo Engage, Boston, Time Zone Squad. Oh yeah, that's right, Boston plays the Time Zone Squad in round 3. Toronto plays Buffalo in that round. So let's see. And that's right, Toronto, Buffalo, and then I think Toronto, Detroit, or something like that. Yeah, Toronto Novas. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, 1, 2, and then 3 would be Boston. So yeah, this matchup does not happen in the regular season. So it would have been a very fun matchup if it did happen in the regular season. But alright. Toronto, this is going to be most likely their last game using a bunch of bench players. We'll probably see their actual starts when the regular season begins. Boston, maybe we see a bit of a different roster order here. Vin Diesel as the leadoff experiment working somewhat decently, but we'll see who their actual leadoff will be when the regular season comes. If it'll be Agent P, Soul Bufo, maybe someone else entirely. But alright, let's get started. Alright, up, left, right, down, A. Your leadoffs are Sigurd versus Vin Diesel. This is a reminder that we are going to have a water break after this game, so make sure you get that water afterwards, but it's going to be 44% already being dealt by Sigurd. Up smash making it 48, 64, 76, arrow making it 81, 11 to 86, but big damage on the Vin Diesel already, and Link is going to go, he tries to go off stage but a little too high, 32 to 111, he goes off stage again, still not quite enough yet. Doria gonna miss, but this force battle here, that is a 25-second KO from Sigurd, and he wins the leadoff for Toronto. Gotta be Agent P coming out right now for the Boston Brawlers. Are putting Sigurd at 73, 84. We see forward smash missing though. 84 to nothing as Agent P remains unharmed. It's gonna be up smash 111 to 0. Can Agent P easily close this gap? I think he might, as long as he gets the up smash KO. That's a star KO for Sigurd, and that's gonna be 4 versus 4 now. So in a pseudo leadoff situation, we're gonna see Ω against Agent P, putting Agent P at 36, but she takes 10. We're going to have the forward smash from the Rosalina into, she goes off stage, trying to go in for that down air, not enough distance though. Actually, I think it might have just been the ledge. 28 to 70 as we see Luma trying to come back onto the stage with Rosalina. 43, 55 to 70. It's going to be 55 to 88. As up next, forward smash gets teched by the Olimar, 55 to 99. Luma falls off the stage, 62 to 100. Forward smash out of parry, up smash for the Rosalina, 62 to 116. Down throw, 75 to 123, 84 to 123. As that's going to be the Pikmin dealing some chip damage to Rosalina. She's at 97 versus Agent P's 139. And now we see down smash. That's going to be a KO for Agent P. No, sorry, that's KO for Ω as she gets rid of Agent P. So 97 to 13. Sniffberg coming out right now. Sniffberg already at 45%. This rookie has high expectations for the Boston Brawlers. 97 to 64 to 72 to 87 now. Can Ω get a second KO here? It's 112 to 97, and we are going to see the neutral B. We're going to see up next Gordo away, but the up tilt from Sniffberg, but he is critically damaged as Nezuko makes her preseason debut with a forward smash. Sniffberg already off stage, and she is going to go off stage. Not quite yet. She's going to wait. 0 to 122. Forward tilt, going to make this 6. 33 to 122. It's going to be 43 to 122 as Nezuko taking damage against rookie King Deity. 55 to 122. Forward air, not going to land quite yet. We see side B, going to make this 68. 81 to 134 as the stage about to reset. This is the regular form Hallow Bastion, by the way. No hazards are allowed. 94 to 150. We see up tilt, and Sniffberg has 2 KOs from 2 up tilt as Kayleen revenge KO. This is 2 versus 2, down to the last 2 amiibo for this preseason for these 2 teams. So Kayleen versus Cone Zone, and that Mario was trying to set something up but only gets a fireball after the flood. 69 to 0 right now as we see up throw from the Samus trying to get that comeback for the damage now against the Mario. 69 to 40. She uses a low charge shot, it's gonna miss. Up tilt into up smash, but the up smash does not land. 78 to 6-7. So the 6-7 Cone Zone gets hit by an up throw. 78 to 81. We see down tilt. 78 to 96. Up smash will miss from Kayleen, but that's a point blank charge shot. Not all the way fully charged, about 3/4 away, but still big damage against the Mario. And that's going to get reflected, interrupted by the missile. 78 to 152. Forward smash from Cone Zone. 94 to 152 as Kayleen back onto the stage. We're going to see her go for down tilt, and this is going to be a 1 versus 2 scenario for Phipps. Up smash right here. Kayleen at 114. There is still Varum in the back for Toronto, by the way. Toronto, they had a wild 1 versus 3 comeback in the previous round against Grand Army of the Republic, where Varum got 3 KOs for the team. So it's going to be 138 to 25 right now. 148 to 125, and offstage shenanigans happening right now. Kayleen still alive at 157. Phipps, both Amiibo trying to come back onto the stage, and that's a boomerang reflecting, getting some damage onto Kayleen. 168 to 25 after everything is said and done, but she is halfway with that charge shot right now, and Link, he's going to come back onto the stage. Thought he was going to do something dangerous right there. 177 to 25. There is a little too much going on right now for this game, but we're going to see just down tilt from the Samus. 177-36. Charge shot getting used right there. It's going to miss. And Link, with this up throw, going to make this 1 versus 1. So down by 49%, 65, as Varum coming out with some big damage against the Link. Jab, 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 first damage. And we're going to see Link try to go off stage. Phipps, that's a missed off smash from Varum right there. 12 to 65. Up tilt, going to make this 26-65. We see the forward tilt. We see the arrow missing, though. 38 to 74 now. Gonna be Phipps with the up throw. No up air though, going for a forward air, which was a little too low. Now an up smash. It is 69 to 74. Jab, jab, jab. 77 to 74. Phipps missing the up smash. Now a snap from the Sephiroth. 77 to 85. Wing is now available for Varum, who gets knocked back into the stage with the neutral air. It is 102 to 85. We are going to see forward tilt. 102 to 98. Out of parry. It's going to be a grab and a throw. 102 to 112. Down air, not going to work this time at the ledge. 114 to 112. Forward tilt, up smash, missing. Up B from Varum. It's 114 to 123. That's a parry, and this up smash will not be parried. Toronto is going to win this game 5-4. All right. So a 5-4 victory for Toronto over Boston. We had Sniffberg with 2 KOs, Kayleen with 2 KOs. It was back and forth for a little while with Toronto ahead, but Sniffberg turning direction. Kayleen turns his direction back around. Phipps gets KO, but unable to seal the last hit scenario against Varum, who gets another game-winning KO for this team. Toronto, they're going to finish their preseason with a record of 4-2. Boston 1-5. So a bit concerning for the Boston Brawlers, even though we'll see what happens in the regular season though. As for Toronto, let's see their actual rosters. Boston currently has 10 Amiibo on their team, so they don't need to worry about making any cuts. But Toronto though, let's see, they have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 Amiibo on Toronto's roster, so they will need to make some sort of cut. And just a reminder, Prof Help, Kaivine, they did not make any actual starts. Oh, Mordes did not make any starts either. I don't know why I put Mordes as a slot 3. My bad. Okay, sorry. It's supposed to be Nezuko in slot 3, not Mordes. My apologies. Let's fix that on the spreadsheet real quick. Yes, Mordes is still on this team. Mordes, Nezuko. Mordes had a pretty good comeback season last year with Toronto. Just, let's see. Mordes did not get any use in Season 3 with the 8-bit bots after 2 seasons with the Time Zone Squad. Season 4, that's where Mordes gets a bit of a resurgence. Not as a lead-off, but as a 4 slot. So we'll see. Toronto could be a team that makes it back to the playoffs. Boston, though, even though they go 1-5 this preseason, they do have high expectations if they can get the roster order just right. So we'll see what Boston can do. Alright. This is going to be the water break, folks. So we're going to be back in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, we're going to return with the last 5 games of Carbon Show versus JG Wentworth, Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts at the Time Zone Squad, Novas at the Grand Army Republic, Buffalo at Critical Crashers, and to close out the preseason, Miami versus the 456 Squadron. Can the Squadron go undefeated in the preseason? We'll find out, as well as those other games, when we come back from our 5-minute water break.
Squad strike.
Alright folks, I'm back from my water break. We will load the roster for the next match. That's going to be Carbon Show's team versus JG Wentworth.
TDD. Dr. Mario. Whoa. Sword fight. Luigi. Kirby. Hero.
Alright, and we are back from the water break. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be match number 7 for tonight as we have Carbon Show's team versus JG Wentworth. So, if you are expecting to see Raikou tonight because JG Wentworth did sign the Lylat, you are not going to see her tonight. JG Wentworth's roster as the home team is Pantwan, Channing Tatum, Smooth Criminal, JJ Vance, and Slime God. As for the visitors, we're going to see Bob, Sauce Alger, Soldier, Samurai X, and 910. So let's get started. Alright, right, up, left, right, down, A. Your leadoffs for this game will be Bob versus Pantwan.
Three, two, one, go!
Alright, down special, gonna make this 16 to 32 right now as Pantwan. He had that historical rookie season last year, 14 leadoff wins in a 16-game regular season. The regular season expands to 18 games this regular season. We'll see if maybe Pantwan is able to break his own record for most leadoff wins. 66 to 64 right now as Bob. He's mainly a middle of the roster type of guy, but he's been the leadoff all preseason for this team. 70 to 85 as we're going to see just Bob. Gonna make this 70-85 still. We see forward tilt. Gonna make this 70 to 94. Forward tilt again. 70 to 104. Side B. That's gonna hit Pantwan. The Gordo will not stick, but this one, that one is stuck now. And Bob, he actually gets hit by his own Gordo that's stuck. 80 to 133 as both Amiibo back on stage. Forward throw. Pantwan will survive for now at 151. He comes back on. 80 to 151. We see down B missing. Down B again. 93 to 151. And this side B will connect. Pantwan with the leadoff win. Sauce Alger is going to come out for Carbon Show's team. 13. Down smash. KO able to get rid of Pantwan. It's 13 to 0 right now, so we see the Hadouken from the Ken gonna be down tilt. We see 31 to 47, 31 to 52 to 58. Down smash, Channing Tatum at 71. So we're gonna see we see a Shoryuken combo from Channing Tatum, putting Sauce Alger at 62, and another Shoryuken 85 to 71. We see Hadouken, not gonna land quite yet. We're gonna see Off Smash, make this 85 to 90, and Sauce Alger picks up a second KO, but now we see Smooth Criminal. He tried going for it all immediately, tries going for it all again, gets punished twice. He's already at 45. Another forward smash, Smooth Criminal at 63. Coming back on, goes a little high. Pill, do we see? Gets to the ledge this time. Forward tilt at Smooth Criminal at 91 already. Missed forward smash. Now we see Sauce Alger is the one off stage. He comes back on. We're going to see down air. Do we see a smash attack here? We see forward air. Smooth Criminal 123. Can Sauce Alger get a third KO here in this match? He will. 3 KOs for Sauce Alger, the Dr. Mario. It's going to be 120-0 right now. We're going to see JJ Vance coming out right now. Has to do some big damage control. We see down throw, but that's going to be the KO right there. So, that is Crunchy's Dr. Mario Amiibo with 3 KOs. Sauce Alger. He spent all 4 seasons with this team, Carbon Show's team, even with the old name. Originally, by the way, fun fact about Sauce Alger. Originally, Sauce Alger was drafted by the Ditto Burritos. Yes, the Ditto Burritos drafted Sauce Alger, but they traded him to Veridogs' team in a deal. I don't remember who the Ditto Burritos received in that trade, but that trade, that could have been a big difference right there. Do the Ditto Burritos win the championship in Season 2 if they have Sauce Alger on the roster? That's one of the big what-ups of this league, as JJ Vance, 2 KOs so far, getting that KO against Soldier. That was Aggron Ghost Cloud, but now we see Samurai X, Duke Fizzle Sheik. This Sheik has been pretty popular so far in the preseason. Gonna be 16 to 65 as we see the Sheik against Kirby, 18 to 73. Gonna be able to come back onto the stage so far, and we do see both Amiibo back on. 29 to 74. Never mind, it's offstage shenanigans again. As we see Uppy, JJ Vance able to tech. 79 to 96. Forward smash, not shielded quite yet. We see another forward smash as Vance trying to come back towards the stage. It's gonna be down B into down B off stage, but backer right there, and he is gonna fall short. But both Amiibo will be KO'd. So it's gonna come down to the last Amiibo, as 910 already has Slime God at 59%. So the last Amiibo for both these teams, 910, that is Carbon Show's Pit versus Among Light's hero, Slime God. Slime God off stage already at 83%. We're gonna see just 13 to 83. Usually 910 was the lead off for last season for this team. We're gonna see 32 to 83. Forward smash, 45. Thwack was attempted right there, but does not land. 45 to 110. Neutral air. Slime God trying to come back onto the stage. 54 to 101. We see forward smash getting shielded. Jab, jab, jab. 910 at 6-7. 6-7 to 111. We see Sizzle getting shielded. Back throw, 6-7 to 122, 78 to 123 now, as we're going to see Hero, forward tilt, 88 to 123, side B, not going to land, forward tilt again, 103 to 123, and we are going to see Jab 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 getting shielded, down smash, 910 will survive for now, it's 122 to 123, and this Hero gets hit by the down smash, he will survive however, 122, but the pit goes deep! He goes deep for that down air, and Carbon Show's team is going to win this game 5-4. A deep, deep down air for 910. Sauce Alger, 3 KOs. 910, 2 KOs. JJ Vance got 3 KOs, by the way, because he did have that KO counted against Samurai X. So JJ Vance with 3 KO performance, it did count. So yes. So 910. Alright, so here's the weird technicalities of things. The system counted JJ Vance for KOing Samurai X, which means that since obviously you cannot credit Samurai X for KOing JJ Vance, so they just give the KO to the next available Amiibo, meaning that 910 does get credited with this KO here. We might just get a little technical with the rules. I mean, at the same time, no. Okay, here's what we're going to do instead. I know it's the preseason, but for anyone who counts stats in the preseason and all that, here's the official ruling from the league commissioner. Samurai X knocked JJ Vance off stage. That off stage was far enough to where Kirby could not recover. However, in the process of Kirby not recovering, Samurai X jumped in the way of the sword, so that means Samurai X KO'd JJ Vance and JJ Vance KO'd Samurai X. So JJ Vance will be credited with 3 KOs on Sauce Ultra, Soldier, Samurai X, but Samurai X will be credited for KO JJ Vance, not 910. So remember that for anyone who does count stats in the preseason. That is the official ruling from the league commissioner, but this is a 5-4 ruling, and what did I do? Oh, I think I did accidentally full screen this. You gotta be kidding me. How do I get out of the full screen? Oh dear. I actually full screened here, and now I can't get out of the full screen. One second. Can I, Windows? There we go. I need, yeah, I kind of need my other stuff in order to, like, be there, so let's see if I, no, OBS. No, Windows? Okay, OBS. Oh dear. I think I pressed F12 and accidentally do it. Press F12 again. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Minor tech issue is that I pressed the wrong buttons on accident. So let me open Chrome. Let me open this. How to unfull screen OBS. Let's see. Alt in space. Let's see. Alt space, we need to minimize, and we actually need to bring it back, but that's not going to do it, so, you gotta be kidding me. Minor technical difficulties, friends. We will take care of this shortly. So, how to unfull screen OBS. To get OBS out of full screen projector mode, press the escape key or F11 on your keyboard, so F11. Okay, there we go, it works. Okay, let's get this fixed real quick. Might have to, there we go. I think I also pressed F12. Let me make sure that was F12 that I had pressed. What was it? Insert? Don't know what I pressed to trigger that. Probably should stop pressing buttons. But right. Maybe it was F11. Yeah, okay, F11 to get in, F11 to get out. Okay, so that's a command. Oh wait, I need this to be full screen. Then this. Don't worry, we're going to get back to the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League in just a second, but a 5-4 victory for Carbon Show's team after some technical difficulties. 4 matches remain for tonight and to the preseason. Coming up next, the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts versus the Time Zone Squad.
Squad strike. TDD. Hero.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts versus the Time Zone Squad. So, the Time Zone Squad has decided to go full strength today. We're going to see their actual starters of Nokotan, Pancakes, Sidon, Trident, and Crony. This is going to be Sidon's first season with the Time Zone Squad. He spent the first 4 seasons of the league with the Swarm, but the team folded after this conclusion of the previous season. As for the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts, the road team, we're going to see Cheesecake, Eon's Pal, Your Mom, Bisclavette, and Magic Man. Let's begin. Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts versus the Time Zone Squad. Your leadouts for this game, as seen on top of your screen, it's going to be Cheesecake versus Nokotan.
3, 2, 1, go!
And the first damage will be dealt by Nokotan, by the way. So, last time these two teams did face each other at the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts home stage, that was a home game for the Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts, and we saw Rin get demolished by Cheesecake. Cheesecake has been leading for the last couple of games, but it's going to be down throw into neutral B from Nokotan. This is Nokotan's first appearance in the preseason, by the way. Nokotan, Crony, and Pancakes, their first appearances here in this preseason. 65 to 85, as we see the neutral B's getting shielded, side B getting shielded, but this neutral B will land at 82 to 85. Nokotan was traded to the Time Zone Squad near the end of Season 3 from the 456 Squadron, who wasn't really using her as a leadoff. That team would have leadoff issues, ironically, in Season 4, as Nokotan does get a leadoff win here. Because, well, let's just say the Hound kind of fell off after Season 2. We see Eon's Pal coming back onto the stage, so does Nokotan. What I was going to say is, Nokotan did emerge to be a solid leadoff for the Time Zone Squad, who also historically struggled in the leadoff position. She gets KO'd right here by Eon's Palace, so now here comes the Season 3 MVP, Pancakes. It's going to be 30 to 27 as the Gordo got deflected back, 56 to 28, down smash going to miss, it's going to be up throw. Afterwards, it's going to be 56 to 60 right now, 56 to 75, 71 to 75 as we see the get up attack from Cheesecake, sorry, not Cheesecake, Pancakes. 74, 116, that's enough smash KO from Pancakes, so 1 KO from the Season 3 MVP. He's only 2 seasons removed from that title. Your Mom coming out, and that would have been disaster right there had that happened below the ledge, but instead, it's a 4 smash KO. Your Mom able to get rid of Pancakes. It's going to be Link versus Link right now between Your Mom and Sidon. 2 long tenured vets who have been in the league all the way back since Season 1. Both Amiibo have now been on different teams. Your Mom spent the first season with Detroit, the next 2 with Starbreaker / Green Bay, and then the last one with Fantasy Feet Enthusiasts, as Your Mom picks up a second KO against Sidon. So now Trident, we saw Trident in the last game, the previous game where they faced off against the Cinnabon Splitters in that blowout. Gonna be 41 to 31 right now as we see down tilt into gonna be up smash. Your Mom 58 to 52. Down B gonna make this 78 as Trident 97 to 52. Your Mom trying to come back onto the stage as Trident needs to get some big damage against this Link soon. 115 to 52. We see up smash right here, making it 115 to 71. It's going to be up smash. Not going to land quite yet as the bomb makes it back safely to the stage. 115 to 99. If you're Trident, you want to give Crony a 1 vs 2 situation instead of a 1 vs 3, even if your Mom is damaged. But this down B right here will make it 2 vs 2 between these Amiibo. Now get as much damage as you can onto this King Deity, Bisclavette. 3 to 133, and we're gonna see Crony with a 1 vs 2 situation. So hello Crony, this is her preseason debut for season number 5. The Warden of Time had 16 KOs I think last season. Gonna be 33 to 16 right now. Gonna be down throw into forward air as Bisclavette off stage. We see a King Deity going high, gets punched with an up throw into the up air. 82 to 16. We see down tilt, up air, 107 to 16. Crony is also one of the things that solved the Time Zone Squad's issues in the last couple seasons. In Season 2, they decided to pursue a Byleth. She gets that kill right there. Season 2, they needed a Byleth. They get Informer. Informer struggled, so they traded away in the off-season. So they decided to draft a different Byleth. It was Gazan. Gazan would be traded midway through Season 3 to the Stealing fans around the trade deadline. And we see Magic Man already at 91% against Crony. So Crony was picked 14th overall in the Season 4 draft by the Time Zone Squad, and you can see the reason. It is difference between night and day, between a good Byleth and a great Byleth. 110 to 51. As you see, neutral air, Magic Man still off stage, and we're going to wait for Crony. She is going to go out of parry, forward throw. Magic Man still trying to find his way back onto the stage. 131 to 51. where you see gonna be back throw. Crony off stage at 62, comes back on. It's gonna be down tilt. Do we see up air? We do see the up air, and Crony able to get past the 1 versus 2 situation. The Time Zone Squad with their starters win this game 5-4. But yeah, the difference really is night and day between having the other Byleth and this Byleth. Like, I don't think we make the playoffs last season if Crony is not on our roster. I'm actually surprised Crony was still available at number 14. Like, there were definitely other teams that needed like a Byleth. But alright. No time with the leadoff win. Pancakes. This game was going to be back and forth, but your mom turning the direction around. Got 2 KOs. Including 1 against Sidon. Then Crony turns it back and wins this game 5-4 for the Time Zone Squad. This is most likely what you're going to see for the starters for the Time Zone Squad. We might see a little bit of rotation. Maybe we might see the likes of, I don't know. Probably the likes of, Nightmare Virus maybe be rotated in for like Sidon, Trident. Maybe we'll see. But alright. The Time Zone Squad. Sorry, I'm like very biased for the Time Zone Squad because for those of you who don't know, I'm the general manager of the Time Zone Squad. Yes, this is my team right here. Despite that, no, this league is not rigged. We do have the best regular season record in league history, but we got swept in the first round of the playoffs, and then we made it back to the playoffs last season. We also got swept both times by the Ditto Burritos. Alright. So let's see, the Time Zone Squad, they have 12 Amiibo on the roster. They had been using a bunch of the bench players, so they will need to release, more than likely, these 5 you see here in Nightmare Virus are safe, so they need to choose 2 out of Aegislash, Side B, Rexop, Rin Penrose, Abby, and Gary to cut or trade. As for the Fantasy Feed enthusiasts, let's see their roster real quick. They have 11 Amiibo on their roster, so they will need to make 1 cut. We'll see who they do cut. By the way, just a reminder, this team did not use all of their starters. Yuri, Lego Batman did not play in the preseason, so those are still going to be some very useful tools. The Fantasy Feed enthusiasts, they finished their preseason with a record of 3-3. So does the Time Zone Squad, also 3-3. Alright, 3 games remain to the Squad Track preseason. When we come back, we're going to have the Novas, for the first time since Season 2, playing on 4-side Battlefield form, when they'll go on the road to face Grand Army of the Republic. That game will happen when we come back after this small break.
Squad strike.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be a bit of a special one right here, as for the first time since Season 2, the Novas play a game on 4-side battlefield form. Their old home stage from Season 1 and Season 2 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. The Novas, they did a bunch of things here. Diabells, it's him, they've been here this entire time. Alrest might have played some games here when he was with Veridog's team, we're not fully sure. But the Novas, they go back to their old stomping grounds, even if they struggled a little bit. This matchup between them and Grand Army of the Republic, all the way back in Season 1. This was a matchup to determine a playoff slot back when Grand Army was known as Edmonton. That's how the Novas clinched their first ever playoff berth in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history. They wouldn't make it back to the playoffs until Season 3, where they would be the #1 seed, and they would be upset by, well, this team. So these two teams do have a good bit of history, even if it's back in the Edmonton days, all that in Great Bridge of Eldon and Fourside, and even Magnicant where the Novas play now. But Grand Army of the Republic, they have relocated from Edmonton, and they chose Fourside Battlefield Forum as their home stage, so that's why we're here. So as the home team now, Grand Army of the Republic, we see Lucielle, Flavor City, Vibin, Betterness, and Ascent MLL. They will host Diabells, Meh, It's Him, Valrex, and A+ to me. They host the Novas on 4-side battlefield form. But let's get started with this match between the last two champions of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. And one big reason why the Novas won that Season 4 championship is that big, strong, Hall of Fame caliber leadoff in Diabells. She is on pace to be the best leadoff in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history. Her opponent in the leadoff will be Lucielle, the rookie. Welcome back, Novas. It's going to be first damage dealt by Lucielle, 26, 35, 11, off stage, 49 to 11 right now. So already, Diabells, let's see if she can get a leadoff win in her old stomping grounds. She was dominant back here too. 49 to 32, we see the forward smash, 49 to 51. It's going to be the boomerang from the Link into an arrow, 64 to 60, 71 to 60. These two Amiibo have been going back and forth, but forward smash right here. Lucielle is off stage, Diabells waiting. She does not go for the down air right there. That would have been a good opportunity. 71 to 88. Down smash going to make this 92 to 88. Instead, we are going to see neutral B, and off stage, she will go for that down air. Welcome back, Diabells, to 4-side. Did you miss me? Flavor City going to come out right now for Grand Army of the Republic. It's going to be 122 to 0 right now, as we see forward smash. That's going to land from Flavor City, getting rid of Diabells. So now, man, he has no part in Nova's history quite yet in the regular season. He is a rookie. 9 to 26 right now. But as the Novas want to win back-to-back championships, be the first team to do so, they need some additional help, especially because Zillyhoo, Talk is Cheap, they were pretty good for a starting rotation, but we want a starter for this team. 9 to 95 between Meh and Flavor City. This Olimar is expected to be a starter when the regular season does begin, but there is a little bit of concerns with the Novas as a team. Despite the fact they've used their starters, they've lost the last 3 preseason games in a row, which, I mean, normally I wouldn't be too concerned, but these are the starters, so we'll see if this can be a bounce-back game for the Novas. They finished up preseason with a 3-3 record. Obviously, it's a preseason, so it's nothing too much to be concerned about. It's 31 to 169 right now, as Flavor City is still alive against this Olimar. We're going to see this forward throw right here. 31 to 180. The Olimar currently has down air right there. So 2 KOs, 2 down airs. Vibin gonna be coming out right now. Spent last season as a rookie with the Dynamic Force. Team folded, and he was able to come here to Grand Army of the Republic. 71 to 66. So as for the championship before them, it's Grand Army of the Republic when they were known as Edmonton. They became the first champion in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history to miss the playoffs in their title defense season. Meh, waiting for Vibin, comes back onto the stage as this Ganondorf already at 116%, 71 to 116. It's going to be out smash not landing, 78 to 116 as neutral air, not able to get rid of Meh quite yet, 92 to 137. Up tilt, not gonna land. Up smash will get rid of the Olimar though, as it's him. Penguhr's Dr. Mario. He's soaking it all up. This first time back at 4-side, it's gonna be 0 to 165. Forward smash, not gonna land, but down right there. Does he get a KO too alongside Diabells? He will! So Betterness coming out right now. It's going to be 37-0 right now. It's going to be 37-7. With the new general manager, new owner, and everything for Grand Army, we're not fully sure who's going to be starting when the regular season does begin for this team. Because keep in mind, the roster that we've seen is much different than what we typically saw for Edmonton. It's going to be 63. It's going to be 78 to 24 right now. As we see, it's him back onto the stage, surviving the PK Thunder. It's going to be a forward throw. Do we see a PK Thunder? We will see it not hit the Dr. Mario away from the stage, just towards. Down throw, down air, not going to land. 108 to 30. Keep in mind, the Novas lead this game right now, 122 to 35 to 42 to 47, but they do have that one Amiibo lead right now, 3-2. It's going to be 2 versus 2 now as Valrex. He did not join the Novas until Season 3, so he doesn't have the same type of memories with the 4 side. It's going to be 21 to 57, 35 to 57 as we see the PK Fire, 46 to 57, 60 to 57 as Betterness, 60 to 64. This is starting to become a close and even game as the Lucas. No, he gets hit by the up smash, 60 to 87. Another up smash, 60 to 108. 72 to 108 as we see Valrex. It's going to be a side B. It's going to be up throw. 72 to 118. Up next, off smash right there. Boom! The KO right there. Ascent MLO has a 1 versus 2 situation for Grand Army of the Republic. If for those of you who don't believe that a Byleth is necessary to win big games, all that, even though there was a 9-7 record, Ascent MLO, he was a huge addition, a huge key piece for Edmonton to win a championship in Season 3. It's going to be 0 to 51 right now between A+ to me and Ascent MLO. It's going to be 0 to 87. We see side B. It's going to be back throw, 0 to 99. I think the only champion to not have a Byleth was No Custody in Season 2. Going to be 0 to 110. Going to be forward tilt, 0 to 124. As we wait, it's going to be up tilt. A+ to me remains undamaged, by the way. It's Ascent. He barely comes back onto the stage. It's going to be down smash, finally getting some damage on A+ to me. 46% now. Can he be making a comeback? 146 to 153. Ascent makes it back his way onto the stage. It's going to be down smash missing, down tilt, and we see no up air from A+ to me. We're going to see up next, going to be down tilt. And that side B, it's going to land the Novas at their old stomping grounds. They win this game 5 to 4. Not bad for a little nostalgic trip. So the Novas, they're going to break that 3-game losing streak in the preseason with beautiful back and forth action against Grand Army of the Republic, the new home tenant of 4-side battlefield form. So alright. Let's see. We have 2 more preseason games left after this. The Novas, we'll see how their title defense goes with this roster. We'll see. Keep in mind, every team that has won a championship has only won a championship once. So no team has even yet to have multiple championships. And with Dynamic Divorce and No Custody folding because of off-season sanctions, that only leaves the 2 teams you see pictured with the opportunity to win their 2nd championship in league history. But we'll see, maybe someone else wins the championship. Detroit, Your Worst Nightmare, Toronto, maybe Boston if they get their roster assembled the right way. Time Zone Squad finally gets a playoff win and maybe goes deep. Maybe we get one of those like Washington National type of deals. I mean, okay, maybe not Washington National because I mean the team has actually made it to the playoffs half their seasons and went 8-8 and then one of the seasons they didn't. But we'll see. The winner of the Season 5 championship, it's still up for grabs in my opinion, but I definitely think it's going to be one of the teams that's been historically good. So maybe Detroit, Ditto Burritos, Your Worst Nightmare. I think maybe one of those 3 teams finally makes it to the breaks through the wall. We'll see. Alright, we get the screenshot real quick. 2 matches remain. When we come back, we're gonna have Buffalo versus the Critical Crashers.
Squad strike. Brawler. TDD. Donk. Lylat. TDD. Hero. Lylat.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the 10th match of the night, the second to last of the Season 5 preseason, as we have the Buffalo Amiibashers versus the Critical Crashers. Buffalo's roster tonight will be Bubble Base, I Don't Love You, Petty Bitch, Bloom, and The Farm, as the Critical Crashers will be using Chaos King, Freak, Ragatha, Informer, and Grim Knight. Let's get started. Alright, let's just confirm our roster order real quick, and your leadoffs for this match will be Bubble Base versus Chaos King. Immediate side beam damage is going to be the first damage being dealt, and that's going to be from Bubble Base. It's going to be 27 to 25 though. After the down tilt, we're going to see down throw into back air. Bubble Base 55. Do we see a Gordo? We do see the Gordo, but it does not land. 55 to 25. It's going to be side B getting shield from Bubble Base. It's going to be down tilt from DD, up throw, followed by neutral air from DD. 79 to 53. Down tilt, Bubble Base. If he gets hit by the Gordo, he does not, but forward tilt, and he will come back to the stage. 101 to 53, 114 to 53, forward air, Bubble Base trying to make his way back on. He falls short. So now we're going to have King DD versus King DD. Chaos King, as a rookie, made it to the All-Star game, won All-Star game MVP for the Western Conference, as for I Don't Love You. He spent the last 2 seasons with the Swarm. The Swarm folded, but they did have a very strong season 3, as Chaos King is still trying to make his way back onto the stage, and it's going to be falling towards the back alive. So it's going to be 23 to 149 right there, as the Gordo had been stuck on that ledge. It's going to be 36 to 169. Gordo not going to land right there. It's going to be that one, and it does barely anything because it was the Legend of Vulnerability saving Chaos King. And that back air is going to get rid of Chaos King, but I Don't Love You at 68%, as Freak comes out for the Critical Crashers. Spent his first 3 seasons with the Ditto Burritos, came to the Critical Crashers as a part of the expansion draft after a regression in Season 3, had a pretty solid Season 4, and he is here with the Crashers for Season 5. 68 to 50 right now. 68 to 59 as we see Fireball deflecting back towards I Don't Love You. It's going to be 83 to 81 right now, as I Don't Love You able to rack back a big chunk of that damage to make this lead somewhat close. 83 to 96. Freak coming back onto the stage. Forward throw, gonna make this 83 to 108. Inhale, followed by the side B, and the hero survives just barely in the corner. But one more Gordo at that position, and I don't think he will survive. 108 to 143. We see forward tilt, that's gonna land. Freak will survive, and I think he would be able to survive another one, but no, it's gonna be the Gordo, resulting in 2 KOs from I Don't Love You, and now we have Ragatha coming out for the Critical Crashers. She had a 3 KO game early in the preseason, and she does even this at 3 versus 3 with a forward air knockout. So now it's going to be the Dark Pit coming out. So the Dark Pit and the Lylat, the Farm, they came together from Fun Gang. They were both claimed by Buffalo. Buffalo has 12 Amiibo on the roster, so they do need to get rid of 2 of them by the time the regular season does begin. It's 42, 59 to 34 right now, as you see forward smash getting parried and shielded. It's 73 to 46. We see the Dark Pit at 81% right now. Can Ragatha get a second KO right here? 96 to 51. She tried going at the Dark Pit, but does not go for an up air. Instead, I don't know what she was doing, but 6-7, 81% right now. And another forward smash. The Dark Pit gets a knockout against Ragatha, so now it's going to be 96 to 13. Informer, 1AM's Lylat coming out right now. We mentioned Informer early on the stream as the Time Zone squad originally drafted by them in Season 2, traded to Toronto as part of that Natsuki deal, then selected by Ottawa in the expansion draft, spent Season 3 with Ottawa there. Then Season 4 was signed by the Critical Crashers. It's 76 by 242. So in back-to-back seasons, he was drafted to new expansion teams, but he is here with his team for the second season in a row. So a little bit of stability for Informer to get his ground on, and down B. That's gonna miss from the Byleth, 76 to 83. This neutral B though, it is gonna land. So now the farm, the Byleth for Buffalo, gonna come out with a 1 vs 2 lead. It's gonna be 13, 26 to 97. As he's being juggled by Informer, it's already gonna be 66% from Informer. We're gonna see just up next, up throw. We see Informer gets hit by an up tilt. Now he's the one trying to find space on the ground. 66 to 123. Informer juggling the farm again. Nope, the farm comes back onto the stage. Bit of a weird decision for what Informer just did, but we'll see if that works or not. 88 to 148. Informer trying to make the way back on. And up tilt, that's going to result in a KO. Grim Knight going to come out for Critical Crashers. It's the last Amiibo for his team. 108 to 0 right now. We're going to see up tilt into, going to be down smash right there. And the Critical Crashers, they will win this game against Buffalo 5 to 4. Alright, for any teams curious, both teams will finish with 3-3 record in this preseason. I love you, 2 KOs. Informer got 2 KOs, but could not get it done against the farm. Grim Knight though gets that game winner KO. Alright. So, we have one last game to the preseason, folks. The final game of the preseason. We're going to see Miami versus the 456 Squadron. But there is a little bit of significance to this final game because the 456 Squadron, they are 5-0 in the preseason. If they win this game right here, they will not only have the best record in the preseason, they will also be the only undefeated team in the Season 5 preseason. The Ditto Burritos, they lost to the Chaos Corp over there, so both of those teams up there have 5-1 records. Not bad for preseason, especially for the Ditto Burritos losing Tilted, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what comes when this last and final break happens. So in 2 to 3 minutes, we will see that the 456 Squadron can go 5-0 in the preseason.
Squad strike. Lucario.
Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the final match of the Season 5 preseason as we have Miami versus the 456 Squadron. So, the 456 Squadron has the opportunity to go 6-0 in the preseason with a perfect record. Their roster is Captain Funsize, Cyber Sands, AMC Hammer, Mediafire, and Grayscale. They are the home team for this game as they host Vengeance, Yamcha, Sub-Zero, Leonas X, and Tim Drake. Can the 456 Squadron go 6-0 in the preseason? Let's find out right now. One big reason why this team is 5-0 in the preseason so far is a huge upgrade in the leadoff. They replaced Joseph's Olimar error with this Olimar right here, Captain Funsize. He will be the leadoff against Vengeance. He gets first damage, going to be 17-0 right now, 36-0 as we see the side B, going to be 43-0 as we have just forward air. Vengeance already at 52, but keep in mind, this is Lucario we're talking about. Just a reminder, Vengeance was originally supposed to join the league last season, but because of some paperwork issues, he didn't join until this season. Going to be 75-33 right now, so we'll see what this now rookie can do. 75-51, it's going to be Captain Funsize coming back onto the stage. 79-60 as these Olimar, this Lucario. Originally, Vengeance was taking a bunch of damage, but this has been back and forth ever since. 83-60. Off smash, no, it's going to be Lucario dealing damage, 83-69. Forward smash, 101-69. That's up next. Vengeance coming back onto the stage. Down air, 119-69. We see just going to be up smash. Vengeance will survive for now. He should have half aura by this point, but another up smash, and he gets KO'd. Captain Funsize has two. Never mind. Yamcha comes out, just gets that forward smash KO. It's going to be 4 versus 4. Cyber Sales comes out for the 456 Squadron. Yes, this team has been using their starters, so did Ditto Burritos and some other teams. Chaos Corp as well, going 5-1 this preseason. But, ooh, down B armored right there. Cyber Sands at 54, 31-76. Other teams in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League have been using their starters too, such as, for more or less parts, Miami, 31, 48-88 right now. As we see forward tilt, Yamcha is 2 bars away from having the KO punch available. He's 1 punch away, but if he can come back onto the stage, he will down tilt, and he will actually fall short. Cyber Sand's getting that KO right there, so it's now going to be Sub-Zero coming out. PGX's Richter. This is the second season with Miami. Gotta be 11-107 as we see up smash. No, that gets parried. 20-121. Down B. Right now, Cyber Sand is trying to get as much damage as he can for AMC Hammer, who is behind them. And that's gonna be 48% for Sub-Zero. So AMC Hammer out right now for the Squadron. 48-15. We're gonna see up next. Just gonna be forward tilt from the Richter. We see down B. Oh! AMC Hammer trying to get away with it right there, but the Richter was able to spot dodge. 48-44. 63-44 after the forward air, 63-54. We see MC Hammer coming back on. We see footstool. Either footstool, it's going to be up throw from the Richter into up air, 63-69. But oh no, Sub-Zero, he's too far. Leonas X, the #1 pick in the Season 4 draft, coming out right now for Miami. It's going to be 0-99 as a Toon Link. He is waiting for MC Hammer to come back, and he goes for the forward air, actually. So it's going to be 2 versus 2. Mediafire. This is going to be his 4th season with the 456 Squadron. He originally spent his first season in Toronto as their leadoff, but once he came over to the Squadron, he's been having better and better seasons since. 44-57. We see the Link with a forward smash, 69-57. He tries going off stage himself, but does not land anything. It's going to be 69-65. We see 77-65, and this Link comes back onto the stage. 83-80. It's going to be, let's see, Boomerang. Do we see a follow-up from the Boomerang? It's going to be Link just waiting. 95-80 right now. 95-91 as Leonas X with a forward tilt. That's a bit of a weird angle, but he should be come back. Yes, Mediafire does come back. 95-107. A forward smash from Mediafire here. This is going to be a 1 versus 2 scenario for Tim Drake. It's going to be jab, 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 making this 19-130. We see up smash missing. Forward smash putting Tim Drake up 41% right now. Can the 456 Squadron go undefeated in the preseason? That question will have to be answered by Grayscale, the rookie. Got to be jab, jab, jab right here. 57-0 right now. Investing in not 1 but 2 rookies could be what lets this team get into the playoffs this season. But first, Tim Drake at 107. He comes back onto the stage. A down smash though in the opposite direction. Can the squadron go 6-0 in the preseason? 124 to 11. Side B is going to miss, but a down tilt. We see jab, jab, jab again. Tim Drake off stage. Side B not gonna land. Pyra gets her sword back. Off smash gonna make this 138 to 26. As we see side B missing. Down air 138 to 46. Side B here not able to KO quite yet. 158 to 46. And Grayscale throws another side B. This one will land. Get some damage. Tim Drake still alive at 169, but after the shield, no, the second down air landed against the off smash. That's another down smash right there. Tim Drake has been shutting down the off smash options for this Pyra Mithra with those down airs, but Mithra with the down smash, the 456 squadron will go undefeated 6-0 in the preseason as they win this game 5-4. And that's gonna do it for the season 5 preseason, folks. This game was beautiful back and forth action to end the preseason. So alright. All teams that have more than 10 amiibo, so 11 amiibo, 12 amiibo, you need to downsize down to 10. Make those roster cuts in the free agency and trades chat. Keep in mind, all amiibo that do get released will be placed on waivers for about 24 hours, so I say anything that gets released between now and about an hour or two from now, probably by like midnight. Yeah, let's see, it's 11 o'clock right now, my time zone, so anything released between now and like midnight Central Time, we'll throw that on waivers for 24 hours. Anyone wants to claim that, they can claim that tomorrow. We'll make the decisions on Thursday night into going into Friday. But alright. This concludes the preseason for Season 5 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Congratulations to the 456 Squadron going 6-0 in the preseason. They finished with the best record in the preseason. We'll see if this translates into the regular season though, as Captain Funsize, Grayscale, two pretty fun rookies for this team. I'm very excited to see if they get back to the playoffs for the first time since Season 2. As for Miami does not need to make any roster cuts. The Squadron, though, I think they do need to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They actually have 10 amiibo, so they actually don't need to make any roster cuts. Alright. So, let's see, which teams do need to make cuts? I'm going to make that announcement on the stream right now. Who needs to make cuts? 456 Squadron, you are good. You have 10 amiibo. Amiibo Engage, you are good. You have 10 amiibo. Boston, you have 10 amiibo. You are good. Buffalo, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Buffalo, you have 12 amiibo on your team. You need to release 2 to get down to 10. You can do releases, you can do trades, your choice. But keep in mind, you have a bunch of strong leadoff options in Void. You have Low, the second best leadoff in the Western Conference from last season with the Swarm. So maybe we see him as the leadoff. We'll see what the Buffalo does. Maybe we see some trade being made for some picks. Carbon Show's team, you're good. You have 8 amiibo on your roster. You can actually add 1 or 2 more if you like. Chaos Corp, we have 10 amiibo on your team, so you are good for the regular season. Cinnamon Splitters, you have 11 amiibo on your team, so you do need to cut downsize down to 10. Release 1 of these amiibo on your team. Detroit, you have 10 amiibo on your roster. You are good for the regular season. Fantasy Feed Enthusiasts, you have 11 amiibo on your roster. You need to release 1 from your roster or make a trade. Grand Army of the Republic, you have 11 amiibo on your roster too, so you will need to release somebody or trade somebody. I think I have an idea who it could be though. By the way, if any team needs roster building advice, I can provide advice in the chat, all that, especially if you need a good opening day week 1 roster. Let's see, Green Bay, 10 amiibo on their roster, they are good. JG Wentworth has 7 amiibo on the roster, they are good to go. They can actually add a few more if they'd like. Critical Crashers, they have 11 amiibo on the roster. They do need to release somebody, cut or trade somebody. Miami, they have 8 amiibo on the roster. They are good to go. Mid-Class Nation has 7 amiibo on the roster. They are good to go. Both teams I just mentioned can add amiibo if they like to. The Natsuki Lovers have 10 amiibo. They are good to go. Ottawa has 11 amiibo. They need to release, cut or trade 1 amiibo. The Ditto Burritos have 11 amiibo on the roster. They need to cut or trade 1 amiibo. The Novas have 10 amiibo on the roster. They are good to go for the regular season. Time Zone Squad, there are 12 amiibo on your roster. You need to cut or trade 2 of them. Toronto, you have 11 amiibo on your roster. You need to cut and trade somebody. And same goes for your worst nightmare. 11 amiibo on your roster. I will do that ping in the Discord server, but just a reminder for which teams do need to cut or trade 1 or 2 amiibo. If you have less than 10 amiibo, by the way, you can bring amiibo onto your roster. Let's see. Let me see who some of the best free agents might be right now. Ryu got taken by JG Wentworth, but maybe we'll see. maybe Mario Dude's King Deity Criminal might be a good option. Let's see, how about... Let's see. That might be the best lead off. Maybe Banjo or Dark Pit, we'll see. But there's still some like serviceable options here in free agency, all that. Amalgamate's other hero that spent time with the Ceiling fans, definitely need to rename that real quick. But yeah. Alright, so that's going to do it for the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League preseason. Thank you for everyone who watched. Thank you for everyone who sent Amiibo. Get your rosters down to 10, because next week we will finally begin Season 5 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. But until then, we will see you